Hey guys, it's Fever, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make non-cooked horse treats. These are great for your horse's birthday, to make them a little bit of cake, like a horsey cake, or you can use them at the shows as a special treat for your horse. So what you're going to need first off is a really cool apron. This is optional, but I'd totally recommend it. Second, you're going to need 2 knives, one little one and one big one. If you're under 10, I'd like it if you get your mom or dad to help you, or older sibling or a friend, just because we're going to be doing a lot of cooking. A spoon, and then you're going to need an apple, some peppermints. I'm using Starlight mints, it doesn't matter the brand you use. You're going to need either some sweet feed or oats or whatever feed you use at your barn, or I'm just using some already made horse treats, and some carrots. So let's go ahead. Alright, so to start off, you're going to want to cut a hole in your apple just in the top. Kind of just think like you're cutting a pumpkin. So pretend your apple's a pumpkin, and you know, to get the stuff out, you always cut a hole in the top. So I'm just going along here cutting the hole, and if my hole's not big enough, then I can always make it bigger. So then once you've got your main layout of your hole, you just make it a little, shove the knife in deeper so you can get out that apple part. Just go around like that, and what you're doing is you're hollowing out your apple, so it's a little hard to get out. There we go, we got the first bit. And see there, I'm hollowing out the inside, so there'll just be a little shell. This is where your spoon comes in really handy. Just like carving a pumpkin, you can carve out your apple like that. See, it's becoming hollow. Now, so you don't waste a really good apple. Like, you can go and buy one from the store. I'm just using one that's a little bit bruised up because your horse doesn't really care, so doesn't matter to them, but then you're not using a nice apple that you could be eating. Just carve out the inside. Careful you don't go through the outside of your apple. Make sure all sides are even. Scoot that out. That looks kind of nasty. It's getting a little thin over there. Alright, once you're done that, we're going to move on to the next part. Alright, so now that you've hollowed out the inside of your apple, you want it to look like this, and you want the outside to be kind of squishy, like you can kind of push it in a bit. You're going to take your carrot, and you are going to take your bigger knife and chop it up into tiny little pieces. I'm using 2 small carrots because I only have small carrots, but 1 big carrot will do it. So just go ahead and chop them. Be really careful when you're doing this, please. It really hurts when you chop your fingers off. So, and don't get your cutting habits from me. I'm a very, very unsafe cutter. If you're uncomfortable with cutting, I would recommend getting someone like your mom or your dad or sibling or friend to do it for you. So you're going to need 5 of these peppermint candies, and you're just going to unwrap them and place them all in a plastic ziplock baggie. Make sure it's tough, not a really thin one, because you're going to be rolling on them with a rolling pin. So you want to make sure all the air is out of the bag when you zip it up, so just keep on flattening it and then keep on zipping it like this so there's no air, like that. Alright, so you're going to take your rolling pin, and you're just honestly going to go to heck with these little things and smash the poop out of them. So they're pretty tough, and I wouldn't recommend doing this when your mother's around. She won't be very happy with you. You can take something that's hard and just kind of piece them up in little pieces. They are kind of hard to break, but once they get broken like this one, they just fall right apart. If you're having troubles breaking them, you can always just go in, take one out, take your knife, bigger knife so you don't hurt yourself, and go like this. Chop them up a little bit so they're easier to grind into little pieces. So these big ones are being a little tough for me, so I'm just gonna go like this. Always use a cutting board. You don't want to be ruining your granite countertops or whatever. You will not be on your mom's good side or dad's good side. So just got these two I'm going to cut up a little smaller. Whoopsie! They are not liking being chopped up like this. Alright, so we'll put these back into the little baggie and zip it back up, push all the airs out, and we'll go at it with the rolling pin again. This is why you want a tough plastic bag. You don't want this to be a real bad mess to clean up. See, once they're in smaller pieces, they are much easier to break and smush up. Alright, so now you have this crumpled, oops, there's one, crumpled mess of peppermints. Alright, so now that you've got everything is ready, you want 6 little horse treats. If you're using sweet feed or pellets or something like that, just a small pinchful, like just pinch some, and that's how much you'll need. And these you just put throughout. I'm not going to chop them up. You can chop them up if you like. So I'm going to start with a layer of carrots. So you just take a little pinchful and put them into your apple like that. I'm going to put a horse treat in. This part is really just your creativity, how you want it smushed in together. Next, I'm going to take some of my peppermints and put them in there. 2 pinchfuls. Kind of stir it around like that. I'm going to take some more carrots, put them in there. Another horse treat or 2. I'm also going to use some of my apple I took out. This is kind of messy, so if you're someone who doesn't like getting your fingers dirty, I wouldn't recommend this step for you. Maybe get someone else to do it for you. I'm going to put some more peppermints in. Like that. And so you can pack in as much as you can, just really smush it down with your finger. I've got those packed in nicely. Put a couple more carrots in. Oh, it looks delicious, right? Alright, now you may just want to leave it like this and just have it open like so. I'm going to put the top of the apple back on just so it's like a full apple. So you just take your little apple top that you took out, cut it off so it'll fit into that nicely. Isn't going to fit perfectly, and you smush it in. Oh, I missed a couple horse treats. Just shove those in there. They'll fit. There you go. Put your cap on, and voila! You've got your little horsey apple. And this is, like I said, great for a really special treat for your horse. They'll absolutely love it. It'll be a bit messy for them to eat, so maybe put in a bucket or something so they won't spray it everywhere, but I'm sure your horsey friend will like it very much. Thanks for watching. Bye.